Welcome back, and here are my closing statements. The manifest modus operandi among political parties and their candidates is win anyhow, the outcome justifies the means. Therefore, whatever dark methods, crude tactics, and heinous crimes perpetrated in the process of an election, it does not matter. So far, we are declared winners. Afterwards, let the aggrieved or losers go to court, and we shall proceed there to slug it out. A few issues deserve to be highlighted from this behavioral mindset. Number one, those with the requisite patriotism and competence and who truly wish to serve the nation are shut out of the democratic process. Two, critical institutions of states designed to serve as bulwarks or safeguards against undemocratic tendencies and elements are weakened and in certain instances destroyed. These institutions lose their independence and become accomplices of desperate political actors. Number three, whereas winners are declared from these manifestly flawed and corrupt electoral processes, but as we have seen firsthand in the last 24 years, there is little or no evidence of sound governance which impacts the lives of the people of Nigeria positively. Number four, only persons with heavy financial muscle are able to participate and compete in our own special brand of democracy, as money has since become a critical tool in the coercion, corruption, and destruction of the institutions of states. Fifth, critically, those who assume political power through undemocratic methods cannot entrench democratic ethos. This is why we are where we are after 24 years of unbroken civilian rule. So, then, what makes democracy work? How do we salvage this democracy from the grip of those who desire to destroy it? First, it is not necessarily laws or technology that makes democracy work. This is the stark reality Nigerians are coming to grips with in the aftermath of the recent political fiasco. And so here are my recommendations. Number one, the greatest elements of democratic society are a virile and independent state institutions, among which are the INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, security agencies, the judiciary, etc., that are involved in the entire electoral value chain. Now, the electoral body INEC particularly must be totally apolitical, independent, and manifestly free from even the faintest whiff of corruption or partiality. The judiciary deserves special mention. I do not know of any other developed democracy in the world where the judiciary plays a prominent role in electoral matters like it is in Nigeria. Some opine it is part of our political evolution, but I beg to differ. Secondly, every individual in the political process must be those with a democratic mindset. What does this mean? First, it means to be a patriot. That is, to see the overall interest of Nigeria far above your personal and other interests. Second, it means to understand that the sovereign will of the people expressed through the ballot box is sacred and cannot be altered under any circumstance whatsoever. Let me cite an example for clarity. There was a certain Mr. Brad Raffensperger, the Secretary of State of the state of Georgia in the United States. In the 2020 presidential elections between Donald Trump, the incumbent Donald Trump, and the challenger of the Democratic Party, Mr. Joe Biden, Mr. Trump needed just like 12,000 votes from the state of Georgia to win the state of Georgia, but he didn't get it, so he lost to Joe Biden. And the Secretary of State of the state of Georgia, Mr. Brad Raffensperger, belonged to the same political party as Mr. Donald Trump. And Donald Trump put a call through to him and pressured him to find him 11,800 votes. But the Secretary of State, who belonged to the same party as Mr. Trump, vehemently resisted the plea, the pressure, from the president, the sitting president of the United States, to rig the election in his favor. That was a man who has written his name in the history books of America as a hero and a patriot of democratic practice. It did not matter to him that the president belonged to his own party, but the interest of America, the sustenance of democracy, was paramount to this man. And that is why, Joe Biden of another party won the presidency in America. Also was Mr. Mike Pence, the vice president, to Donald Trump. He needed to perform, just an obligatory constitutional requirement in Congress by just going to make a proclamation that, okay, Mr. Biden has won. But without him doing that, there will have been a constitutional crisis. Now, imagine Mike Pence going to the Congress to say that Joe Biden has won, thereby certifying the elections of Joe Biden, that would put them out of office. His principal, President Donald Trump, and thousands of thugs who stormed, the U.S. Congress on January 6, 2021, didn't want that to happen. But Mike Pence risked his life, risked everything to perform that obligatory constitutional duty. That is patriotism. That is what it means to have citizens who put the interest of the nation far above their own interest. We shall explore further the role of the judiciary and patriotic citizens in the deepening of democratic culture in subsequent episodes. Remember, change requires action, and positive change requires positive action. I believe in a new Nigeria, and it is possible. And those are my closing thoughts. Now, that's the end of the program today. Remember to follow me on my different social media handles. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can watch the particular video and other videos there at your convenience. I would love to hear from you. So drop me a line in any of those platforms, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.